relationship and financial issues that we all have to balance ourselves and our minds going through in this world because we're all connected and we're not totally understanding each other because of the vibes and energies that are sent out from one another and from on a higher plane. So, therefore, I want to say peace to all of you that are needing peace, or send blessings and peace to you for those of you that are needing it and are in turmoil or having some type of um, disagreements or death or family issues, financial issues. That you be blessed and that your situation change. So I've been gradually working toward my change to get better progress, change my situation. And as we all know, that in this world, we have to continue to be persistent if we want to change, or we want to see change around us. So, this is what I want to say. Wherever you are right now, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to really be honest with ourselves and our condition and stop blaming others. Sometimes it's us so that we can grow and become better, understandable of what is actually going on. Because when we start denying it, usually it's something about ourselves that we don't want to correct. And you can't correct the other person unless you evaluate and correct yourself. So basically, that's it. And if we continue to go about the same situation the same way without correcting it, then we will have to, and we will not grow until we do find that correction in that pattern, stop it, and move on. So, these are the issues that most of us have in our life. We want to jump over what we don't want to go through. You have to go through it. You got to go through it. It's a process. It's a training process. Is most necessary that you go through it and get all of it, so that it can be a part of your build, be a part of who you are, and what will continue to make you strong. Building your character and your personality and your cloak, your vessel, your soul, your spirit. So, we don't look for death, but we are, what I'm saying, in that process of death when we don't want to change ourselves to become better people. That kills us. Or when we are in denial of what is wrong with us and we don't want to change, that kills us. So if we want to live, we have to say, yes, I have a problem. Yes, I'm willing to change it. Yes, I want to change it and begin changing it. Because that's the only way you're going to solve the problem. Can't nobody solve it for you. You have to do it yourself. Somebody can help you pick up things, you know, tangible, material, physical, but mentally, you have to agree with yourself mentally that that's what you want to do and do it. So I can't drag your mind around. This is not slavery where you get a chain around your neck And you get drug around like a dog, on a leash. No, no, you dragging your own head. We holding our own head, and we have to learn how to keep our own mind and stop trying to give it away to other people when we know the problem is within us. Agree, accept, and acknowledge that we have issues, that things are wrong. They are literally wrong, so we can get them right within ourselves. It's not fighting the air. We can't fight the air. We can't physically fight the air. I see people punching at the air. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know, drinking is not gonna work. When we get high, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be there when we come from under, you know, the alcohol, the drugs, or whatever. If you can think it, then you become it, whether it's good or bad. So therefore, if we continue to like ponder on what is not gonna help us and blame other people for, what I'm saying, what is not gonna help us, instead of accepting that we have a problem, or I have a problem and I want to fix it, then it's gonna stay there. It's not going anywhere. So America, United States, we have a problem. People, we have a problem. And where it stands right now is that we're not admitting that the problem persists, and it lies within us as individuals to collectively come together and accept, our issues, so we can solve our issues and move on, because it is most relevant that we do that. We are being pushed together regardless of wanting to be separate. Every time the season change, or there's a catastrophe, or a hurricane, or a storm, or something like that, we're being made to work together. So why collectively, separate, when we know that that's the way to do what needs to be done? There's no denying that. And those that don't, they have their own plan. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they have to take when God's way and his will has already been established on the earth. And that's just what it is. If your pride is in the way, then you can't see God. God is not prideful in that manner, that way. You will not understand, the will that we are in right now, so that God can process you and do for you what he wants to do. It's too much that so many people are not understanding this, and are being left out, and looking at those that do as if they are the ones that, is causing the problem. No, it's you. You need to come into the fold. You need to get the knowledge. You need to get the wisdom. You need to be hungry for it, so you can, understand why good people suffer for the bad needs to get with the program. The unknowledgeable, the unlearned, the untaught, those that do not understand why people go ahead in God, in the way of God, to shield all, or to protect those that, are unsure about coming in, or gradually, coming in, so that they can understand what's going on, why his love is so deep, why the will of God is so real and necessary, why it has been established like this after everything that we've been through on this planet, those that have been before us been through, because that's the only way. Other than that, we're going to kill off each other. And there's no last man standing. There's no last man standing. There's no last man standing. I just want to let you know that. So if you think that that's the way it's going to be for those of you that feel like you can take on the world, you're going out too. Because you need the help of the other ones. And when you look around and you see there's no help for you, you're going to literally want to kill yourself. So look at this. Live in the will of God. Accept what's wrong. Correct it. And move forward. It's too much wrong on this planet. It's too many people not doing what they need to be doing and being responsible for their actions, you know what I'm saying, and being accountable for their actions. It's too much that needs to be done that's not being done. Things are being neglected. People are being neglected. Relationships are being neglected. Family, children are being neglected for selfishness. When you thought you wasn't gonna make it, it was already made for you, but you had to go and do that because you wanted it faster. Your path is designed by, what I'm saying, the way you interact or the way you take in and understand the knowledge of God. He will direct your steps. He'll get you there. Eventually, I get there. Again, I get to where I need to be. But I'd rather do it in the will of God, because if I come out of it, it's going to be a problem. We already have enough problems, but we don't have enough problem solvers. And the problem, you know what I'm saying, normally gets solved when you in righteousness. So, they be like, what do you mean? Well, hey, if there's a righteous skill, so be it. Not saying it's totally, you know what I'm saying, necessary to the unnecessary, but that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, it doesn't take away anything in defense of, or out of defense of what's negative. It does defend all of that. Just be where you need to be in your righteousness. Be accountable for what it is that you need to accept that is wrong, or that you may continue to do wrong, speak wrong, say wrong, cheat wrong, just change so that those around you can change. Because the older you get and the bolder you know, the stronger your spirit is, the stronger it becomes, because you are now grounded on this planet. You're walking, you're grounded. You're not a child. You're not a free spirit that doesn't know anything, that needs to be filled up with, you know what I'm saying, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You're not that. You are grown. You're grounded. The more you know, the understand, you know what I'm saying, the more you can stand on your 10 toes, your 2 feet, you know what I'm saying, without, you know what I'm saying, having to ask anybody anything. You're becoming more grounded. You can hold more information. You can hold more of spiritual tie. Your soul is tied, connected to, you know what I'm saying, other people is more. So you're being held responsible at a higher level. You can't deny it. You say you're man or woman. Well, you can't be man or woman without that. You can't do things without it. You know, you can't. If you're still denying that, hey, I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a this, I'm that, you know what I'm saying, and a negative, and you know it's affecting everybody around you. It's killing you, and you trying to take somebody else with you. That's not fair. Get right. Get right. There's too much wrong. And everybody shouldn't have to suffer. People shouldn't have to suffer. Innocent people shouldn't have to suffer because you refuse to do right. The spirit of God, righteousness is beautiful. It doesn't hurt. It is not painful. Why do we want to continue to distribute the pain and make each other suffer? Yeah, I believe in distributing pain, you know what I'm saying? For those that is, you evil, you connecting to, you know what I'm saying, you trying to take away from the righteous. Yeah, I distribute the fucking pain. But just unnecessary for no reason at all. When it's time to fight the battle, you know what I'm saying, you can't fight because you ain't got the whole, your mind ain't right. Your body ain't right. Your spirit ain't right. You don't know whose side you on. You fighting for what? You done killed some fucking body innocent. For what? You lost the fucking war. Because we supposed to all stand and fight together. When one have a problem, we all have a problem. Because that problem can, you know how far that problem can go? It's going to touch and bounce off until everybody, you know what I'm saying, feel it. Why let it go so far without correcting it? Why let other people suffer? You know it's a domino effect. But you refuse to stop it with that one. Catch that one domino. Catch that, saw that person, you know what I'm saying, problem for it becomes another problem. That's irresponsible when we let things happen like that to others. When we deny others when everybody needs the same thing here. And you go and lay down in your bed and put your ego on like you don't care. You gotta be careful of how that works. Because you might be up today and down tomorrow. And the way the wind blows, that's the spirit. You also better be careful of how I touch you.